you 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have a thoughts for the cream renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss the death, friend, protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss the death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You were shook when Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my. Strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York with a pitchfork.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Detroit!
Now Rosen on first down, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Detroit, set, boom, line,
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Here we go, 5-2.
Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Former Tar Heel T.J. Logan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On third down, Rosen lets it go for Nelson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Gun! All right, here we go.
To throw is Beathard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Beathard. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw here. Beathard. Goodwin able to haul it in. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's in. And a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And this is going to be 49er football. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here's McKinnon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Beathard to throw. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll run it here with Logan. And some room to roam now. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A first down carry for Foster. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Beathard. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Beathard now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Detroit. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run with Logan, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Gone, Blue 90. Gone, gone. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now McKinnon to start the drive. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run it with McKinnon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Beathard. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Leopard! Leopard!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Beathard to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw Beathard. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to the booth right after this. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Now let's go. Detroit. Blue 90. Blue 90. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll run it here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll get it up the middle and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Detroit, set, blue 90, blue 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Benet Benwickery on the tackle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff looking right. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Foster on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. To throw is Beathard. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now Beathard. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now it's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Right back to him on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3-19!
This is Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Niners on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Rosen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Rosen to throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. 319.
Fourth down. Here's Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and punch it into Foster. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
Third and goal. Rosen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Breida. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Beathard. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Beathard now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Detroit! Now let's go!
He's back to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Gone! Detroit! Set! Feed up!
Back to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Breida, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now. The 49ers moving hastily, they're scurrying to the line. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Rosen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Cardinals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! Gone! 3-19!
Now it's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this thing is all going to come down to the right foot of Phil Dawson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing is all going to come down to the right foot of Phil Dawson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got room. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
This is Logan. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
Well, certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. First throw in overtime now for Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Gone! 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 Here we go now. Green, 30
To throw is Beathard. It's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off near the 44. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime, then it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Cardinals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big and flat in the to bank it. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Got a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like $1 million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be